Okay, so I'm now going to talk about the balance wheel, your stitch length, your reverse stitch, and then these, which are called the feed dogs. And the reason why I want to do all of these components at the same time is that they're all interlinked, and they all have an impact on one another. So this, I've already made a reference to it in previous videos, is your balance wheel. So this essentially is the way that you can manually do a stitch or move the needle up and down on your machine. Okay, so if you turn it towards you, it will send the feed dogs backwards, pushing the fabric towards the back of the machine. And if you turn it away from you, it will bring the feed dogs forward and pull the fabric towards you. Okay, so it's really important. It does matter which way you are turning your balance wheel, and it's the feed dogs that actually create the stitch. So your needle is static, that's going up and down, okay, but it's the fabric moving that creates the stitch. And the feed dogs control that. So if you wanted to have a nice long stitch, so if I turn your stitch length here to say 4, what that is doing is instructing the feed dogs to create a 4 mil movement in the fabric. Okay, so I'm pulling this, pushing this towards you, and you can see there's quite a deliberate movement on the feed dogs. Okay, if however you wanted a much smaller stitch, so we take it down to 1.5, you'll see the movement is much less. Okay, so it is that feed dogs stitch length, and obviously in this case I'm using a manual turn of the balance wheel that creates this stitch. When you're plugged in and you're using your presser foot or foot pedal to create the stitch, obviously that moves a lot faster. Now, I talked about the balance wheel and how if you move it back, it creates a reverse stitch. Essentially, it pulls the fabric towards you, not away from you. And this is sometimes a really useful tool to have. So if you do a couple of forward stitches and then a couple of reverse stitches, and then you start your seam or your hem or whatever you're doing, it essentially those back stitches essentially knot your fabric, not your threads, so you don't have to tie them off with a knot. You can just cut those excess tails off and away you go. And you can do it manually by changing the direction of your balance wheel, or there's a button that you generally speaking have to hold and press down, which when you press your foot pedal, it will do it automatically for you, and that just changes the direction of the feed dogs.